Hey everyone, so I thought I would make a new video. This has been exactly 1 year since Prospekt was greenlit. So it's actually today anniversary, which is absolutely crazy. It's nuts to even have a game on Steam. Still, it's kind of blowing my mind. But I've been really busy working on new stuff to implement, and today I'm rolling some new stuff out. So I thought, as the 1 year anniversary sort of thing, I'd give you a little tour around where I make Prospekt, and you can have a look at what machines I use and the kind of equipment I use, and just get a little bit of a general insight. And I'll be showing you what I've updated in the game and what we've changed and what's been rolling out today. So yeah, let's go take a look.
So I'm just switching over to my headset so I can narrate properly over the video, because I found it really hard to actually record with my mobile phone and talk at the same time. So this is where it all begun. This is the first PC that I started building Prospekt on. That was obviously Project X, and wow, she's super old now, but this one PC essentially built most of the game, if not all of it. All the testing was done on other systems, but the actual fundamental building of it was this PC. 8 gig of RAM. It has an i7-930. I believe it's the first generation i7, and it's just rendered and rendered and rendered over and over. So it's pretty much toast now. This PC has got so many issues. I have to reformat it. I've got to do so many things to actually try and get this thing back up and running properly, but this is the machine that built the whole game. As you can see, my remote is failing hard here, and I basically have to go and touch the PC for it to work. But these are two 3TB Seagate hard drives which I back the game up onto, so I have the game backed up internally on the two PCs, and then I make another external backup onto these two hard drives. So I basically have 4 copies of the game. I don't usually do this all the time, but when I'm getting close to a deadline or something, just to be super sure, I will do this. Obviously Steam will take a copy of the game as well, so that's 5, so it almost makes it impossible for me to lose it. So this is the brand new PC that I built literally about 8 weeks ago, after I got some money in from Prospekt, because obviously I needed to upgrade that PC. It was essentially aging big time, but now thankfully I've got a really nice render machine, so it's absolutely it's a wonderful thing to build on this machine. It took me ages to build it like perfectly and get the wiring and cabling nice, and yeah, so this has got 64 gig, and it has a 5920 i7, so it's an absolute machine. It's also got a 98 Ti Zotac, so that's a really nice card as well. It has an NVMe drive, 512 gig, and it's also got a 1TB solid state and 4TB of hard disk drive storage, so it's really good. It's also got the Asus Sabertooth armored motherboard, which looks really cool, and it auto overclocks, but so far all that's done is break for me really, so thumbs down on that. So up next we've got our small contender, the featherweight champion of the world. This is a pretty crappy PC, but I bought it on purpose just so I could have a low spec machine that we could test the game on. It's just an i3, I think it's got like 4 gig of RAM. It has a inbuilt VGA, so there's actually no dedicated graphics chip to this at all. It's all inbuilt. So yeah, I think it's just a graphics accelerator in there. And if I can run Prospekt on this machine, then I know we can run it on pretty much all machines. So yeah, the small PC goes onto the television, because then I can use that as a little TV PC as well. And also the resolution isn't as high, so it kind of suits it well. And yeah, this is my Canon 450D. I've had this for absolutely ages as well. This is what I use to go texture hunting, so I'll just take a whole day out sometimes and just go and take 100, 200, 300, 400 photos, and just get a nice asset bank really. I would say one of these, or at least a decent camera, is pretty much vital if you're going to want to be making new textures for any kind of project that you're going to be making. But this is the ultra wide 4K Samsung monitor, and wow, this video just does not do it justice. Working on this monitor is an absolute joy. I just don't even know where to begin really. It was a really high price, but it's really worth it, and I would highly suggest to anyone that wants to do any kind of design. The workflow is better, the vibrancy of the colours are better. It's just an all-round amazing piece of kit, and the video just will not do it justice. So I'll just say try and see one with your own eyes if you can. So here we just got a scrapbook of ideas I sketch out for the game, and I just find that it's a bit better to do them freehand before I start mocking them up now. And this is one level that I would really like to implement in the next couple of weeks. It's a pretty cool concept, so we'll see how that goes. But apart from that, let's hop to some in-game footage and see what we've changed. So we've been using a pose process which changes the colour on the game and it makes it stand out. It's a lot more vivid, the contrast is higher. You'll also notice in this first picture that there's a new heads-up display, which is really cool. An improved combine ball generator, and that's also been added to the game with some new combine models. So loads of stuff that's gone in, and as you can see, the fidelity in the colour is just way higher. It looks much nicer now. It makes the darkers darker and highlights the highlights, so it really makes it stand out. Once again, even more detail in this level now, but generally going over detail passing everything again. So yeah, it'd be really great if you go and check it out and tell me what you think. There's more to come, so thanks very much guys.
So there you go everyone, I hope you enjoyed having a look at how I make Prospekt. If you want to head to the forums and tell me if you like the changes and have a discussion, I'll be really grateful to see what you think, if you like it or you dislike it. There's a lot of things in the works over the next couple of weeks that I'll be implementing to try and make the game a bit better. I can try and make more videos if you like for the channel. I'm basically rammed all the time because I'm pretty much the only person working on Prospekt. I have got a few more people on board now, which is nice, and they're really helpful, so it's helping the process a little bit more. So there's a lot of things still in the works in the weeks to come, and thanks for your support as usual. Remember, you can subscribe here and follow me on Twitter or Facebook, whichever one you use. I'll leave the link below. And once again, thanks very much for your support, and I hope you enjoy this little tour, and I'll be bringing out more patches soon, improvements, patches, expansions, lots of things in the works. So yeah, more updates to come, and I'll see you soon. Take care.